Hello, hello. Welcome to my Mounjaro week 52 update. I cannot believe that it has been 52 weeks. It seemed like it happened so fast. So technically, this is not my year. My year is in one day. Can you believe that? In one day, that will be my year. I weigh in every Sunday, and every Sunday I come to you with a live report of my weight. This Sunday, I did not do that because I had on Dr. Cody. So if you have not checked out Dr. Cody's interview about all things related to plastic surgery, please check that out. I did weigh in on Sunday, and you will not believe what happened. Let me just fill you in on my week. I had a pretty good week overall, I will say. I stuck to my meal plan. I stuck to my calories. My goal is 1590 for the most part. Every day I was able to get that in. The days I was not able to get in the 1590 with whole foods, I did supplement with a protein bar and a protein shake. One of my goals was to increase my protein at breakfast. And I was able to do that. I was able to increase my protein at breakfast. I ate like an egg scramble, I call it. I had a little bit each day. I focused in on this protein breakfast. So let me tell you what I had. I had eggs. I scrambled the eggs. First, I sauteed some onions. Then I added crumbled turkey from good old Jimmy Dean. After I added the Jimmy Dean's crumbled turkey sausage, then I added the eggs. I scrambled up some eggs. I put that all in the pan, mixed that up. I topped it off with a little cheddar cheese. And I did that mostly for my daughter. I'm not the biggest fan of cheddar cheese or any kind of cheese on top, but my daughter loved it and it was pretty tasty. And that was it. That was it. That was my egg scrambles. I calculated how much protein am I really getting with this, right? Because I thought I need to up the ante with my protein. The crumbled turkey sausage gave me 9 grams of protein. The eggs, I had two boiled eggs. I would say if I had two servings of the eggs in that scramble, that would be 12 grams of protein. And then a little bit of shredded cheese on top. I'll give myself 1 or 2 grams of protein for that. And so that brings my total to, I'm just going to not count the cheese and say 21 grams. So let's just go with the 21 grams for the turkey and the eggs. Then I added that protein shake, 30 grams of protein. So 21 plus 30, that gives me 51 grams. Now, that is great. I've seen some people even get 50 or 60 grams. If you can get more than 50 in there, I've seen people get 60 and even 70. I think that's amazing. But for me, I was able to get 51. So that's a positive right there, right? Because my goal was to increase that. Another thing that continuously works for me is not eating past 7. If I can help it, I do not eat past 7, 7:30 at the latest. If something happens to take me off my schedule, which we know life is life and it always happens that way. But then that's when that protein shake or that protein bar comes in handy for me. I know some people aren't a fan of those, but for me, it's helpful because it's still light. If I eat a protein bar and a couple hours go to bed, I'm not feeling stuffed. I'm not feeling my belly is full. I feel like I'm satisfied and yeah, I don't want anything else. Same thing with the protein shake. So they work for me right now. We will see when I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor next week and I will see if that A1C has dropped down any lower. My last A1C was 6.1%. And so that's going to determine how I move forward from here with the lifestyle changes I've made. I may have to make some adjustments, but we will see. Those are the things that continually work for me. Prepping my meals ahead of time, not eating past 7, high on that protein. And then I also was eating apples this week as my other snack. I told you I'm a snacker. And instead of eating some of the snacks I would eat before, which would be like a high protein snack that might be more crunchy, I opted for an apple. I ate apples this week, and they were really good. I miss the apple. When you haven't been eating a lot of sugar or processed foods, the apple tastes really sweet. I was glad to reunite with the apple. That is what I was doing for this week. So let's see if it paid off. Now, last week my weight was 248.8. And I am so excited to be under 250. You just don't know. I'm so excited to be under that 250. So that is a win right there. But my goal was to get to 60 pounds down by the time I went to the doctor, which is this coming week. Did I make that goal? I was at 248.8 and I would need to be at 246.4. Let's see. Drum roll, please. I am at 246.6. Oh my goodness, I lost 2.2 pounds. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I am so excited. I am so excited. Does that put me at 50 pounds down? If you do the math, it does not. I am zero point 0.2 pounds away from that. Can you believe that? Is somebody playing mind games with me? So I am so close to being at that point 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, this has got to be a nail biter. Can you believe that? I am zero point 0.2 pounds away. So my total weight loss is 59.8 pounds. 59.8 pounds. I'm so excited for myself. So I want to be able to say at my year anniversary of being on Mounjaro that I lost 60 pounds. I will take that and run with it. And not just run, I'm going to be sprinting, right? I'm going to be sprinting all over. So I am so excited. I am 59.8 pounds out, and I just want to get into those sexy 60s. Sexy 60s. Here I come. I had a great week. I had a great week. I've been having some great losses this month and last month. I've been stepping it up. Instead of me titrating up, I have been stepping it up. And I am so proud of myself. I'm showing up for myself like I show up for everybody else. And that's such a good feeling. We got to keep this going. I got to get those zero point 0.2 pounds down. Now, out there in GLP-1 and weight loss land, not just GLP-1, but any weight loss, we know that when you have a big loss, the next week you may not lose at all, or you may just maintain. This is going to be a challenge for me to take off zero point 0.2 pounds. Now, without gaining, without maintaining, I just need to take off that zero point 0.2. That is my goal. What is my game plan? What do I plan to do? I plan to meal prep. I'm already meal prepped for a couple days as we speak. I also plan to not eat past 7:30. This is one of the busiest weeks for me that I've had in a while. So I have to make sure that I'm not eating late, right? I have to make sure that I'm still focused on not eating past 7 and 7:30. Another thing I plan to do is continue that high protein breakfast, that high protein breakfast. I am excited. I am down 2.2 pounds this week. Now, I will say I did have some non-scale victories, and the ones that stand out the most is I had two different people at two different times come up to me that hadn't seen me in a long time and told me that they were like, are you losing weight? Did you lose weight? You look great. And the one lady said, oh my gosh, I could definitely see it in your face. And then she looked me up and down and told me how great I looked. And then it was another lady who I had not seen in maybe like a good year. And I ran into her and oh my goodness, she said that's the first thing she noticed. She just said, oh my goodness, you look so great. Are you losing weight? You have to be losing weight because I can tell. I said, yes, I am losing weight. And thank you for noticing. But, oh, she just looked at me, she couldn't believe it. So that made me, so proud and so excited because I don't know if you've been following my journey, but remember early on when I had lost about 30 pounds and I could see it in my face, I could tell in my clothes, but it wasn't as obvious, right? Now I'm like down almost 60 pounds. But when I was down 30 pounds, I was like, people aren't even noticing that I lost weight. And come to find out, people were noticing, they just didn't really want to say anything, which is fine. I'll take that too, right? But I understand as you talk to people and you talk about these things, I just appreciate the compliment. I love a good compliment. I like to give a compliment, and it's also nice to receive a compliment as well. So that made my day. That happened on Friday with both people. It was Friday. Actually, one was on Thursday, and then one was on Friday. So two different places, two different times, two different people. That's my non-scale victory. So I'm going to take that non-scale victory and I appreciate it. So that is my 52-week weight loss update. I will be back sometime this week or this weekend to talk about my 1 year anniversary taking Mounjaro. By then, hopefully I have information from my doctor. I can see where my numbers are. I can see how I'm doing. The one thing I know for sure is I feel great. I feel great. I feel great. So I am just praying that all my blood work and my doctor's visit reflects how I feel, right? So I want those numbers to reflect how I feel. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you, all the subscribers out there, all the people that are coming to the lives and being supportive, all the people that are in the chat, just our whole GLP-1 community, all the content creators, everybody. I just want to thank you for all your support, all your support. I feel it, I appreciate it, and I want to thank you. So, if you're not familiar with my story, if you're new to this channel and you made it this far, go back and check out some of my other videos, some of the other content I created, and continue to follow me along on my journey. I will see you in the next video. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.